Hello everybody, today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and test the Dreamstone Back Warming Belt. So let's go ahead and open up the box. So this back warming belt comes in two different fitments, curved or straight. And it's also available in two different colors, black or grey. Now let's go ahead and open up the box by, of course, lifting up the box lid, and we can set it to the side. Actually, before we do that, always check the underside to make sure nothing is stuck under there. So we're just setting the box to the side right now and giving you a look inside the box. And now we remove the contents from it, so there appears to be a user guide or user manual. Let's remove or take everything out from the box, and then we can take a close-up look once we've done all that, and always checking through, making sure nothing else is left in the box. So there we go, nice clear view. Just let me set that box slightly higher, so good view right here in the frame, the paper and the actual back warming belt itself. So let's first take a close-up look at this user guide or user manual or instruction manual for the Dreamstone Back Warming Belt. And let's spread it open. So it is a fold-out leaflet to give you details of the product and usage instructions as well. So you can see right there for your reference. Okay, so doing a quick scan across the user manual right there. And now setting that user manual to the side. And then we can move on to the main item itself, which is the Dreamstone Back Warming Belt. Let's remove it from its clear plastic packet. And sliding it out, it does have a lovely texture to it. Very nice, and just giving you a look right there. Very light in weight as well. So initial impressions are really positive, and just giving you some idea of the size. Always resting the product in my hand when I can, right there. But otherwise, placing my hand on the actual item itself or product, giving you some sense of scale and perspective to the product size. Okay, so giving you a look all around at this Dreamstone Back Warming Belt or heating pad. So these belts are used to relieve sore muscles and aches. So right there, giving you a good look right there. And of course, close-up look at the branding right there and the fabric detail. So you can see there are little round nodules which are fairly flat. So it is a pretty nearly flat texture to the surface of this back warming belt. So giving you a close-up look all around. So right there, to give you some idea of the fabric or material as well as the texture. So really nice to touch, and you can hear how it sounds as well as I run my fingers across its surface or fabric. Okay, and there is a button on the side as well to operate. So it does operate at 3 different temperatures, or 3 different temperature ranges to be correct. And as I mentioned, this is the curved version. You can see that the belt is curved so that it will sit on your derriere. If you have a nice big bottom, it will sit quite nicely or rest quite nicely on your butt. Baby got back style. And also this back warming belt is available in a straight version as well. So giving you a look on the inside of the back warming belt. So right across, giving you a nice good look. So I'm going to pan it across again, but this time around in a continuous motion, so you know and have some sense of the size or length, and of course the curvature of this curved model. Okay, and you can see that there are a few mesh pockets on the inside of the belt, so you can always put ice packs or even more heat packs or different alternative treatments such as herbs and spices if you want to marinate yourself or your loved ones before you eat them. So there we go. Look at those mesh pockets there for you to put alternative treatments such as traditional Chinese medicinal packets in there. Right there. And a product label there to show you what it is made from or out of, and care instructions as well. Okay, so nice good look, and of course showing you the thickness of it as well. That's good that the camcorder is behaving nicely, managing to get some autofocus. As to the thickness of the actual belt itself. So nice, good look at the thickness of the back warming belt right there. And as I mentioned, really nice to touch. Of course, it is synthetic, but nonetheless, on the inside, so we're looking at the inside here, where the pockets are, plenty of pockets for you to put more packs in there, heat packs or ice packs, and of course medicinal packs, whatever you want to put, and just closing it up to give you a look on the outer side once again, but this time around it is now unpacked to give you some sense of the size right there. So that's the top, that's the bottom, of course, where the curvature is, where it will sit or rest on your butt or bottom, and giving you some idea of the size once again, with both my hands resting on the back part of the back warming belt. And that's the front side, giving you a nice clear view right there. And flipping it back once again. There we go. And now let's go ahead and of course operate it. So very simple single button operation right there, with this nice on off button that I believe we can toggle as well. But before we do that, let's have a look to see what's in this pouch here. So there is a USB connector to power the heating element of this back warming belt, and the button in which it operates off. So let's press that button, see what happens. As you can see, that button should light up. Let's press and hold it, see if it makes any difference. So right there, it seems that it needs a current power supply for it to work. Okay, so I'm going to give you that look at that USB plug or connector right there for the Dreamstone Back Warming Belt. And of course, so all the parts concerned to get the back warming belt working. Okay, so I do have this Charge Premium Magnum Opus 10,000 milliampere hour power bank, which I've unboxed in the past before. and it is a very, very awesome power bank, very compact in size, while packing 10k milliampere hour of charge in it. So that's the maximum capacity, and you can see that it does have 2 USB ports there, and what's nice about it, does have a handy torch right there, as well as this beautiful digital display that shows the remaining charge of the power bank. Okay, so you can always look that one up in my channel video. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug this USB connector in, and you can see instantly that the button lit up and cycled through some colors right there. Let's hit that button and see what happens. Okay, or perhaps press it down, and there we go. So red is the hottest setting. It goes to 45 degrees Celsius. And let's have a feel to see where that heat is located. I can feel some cords or cables or coils in there, or at least some material underneath. And let's just give it a few moments. And now I'm feeling the warmth of the pad happening around this area. Let's see if there's anything else happening in the other sections. Let's give it a bit more time, as we've only just turned it on. But very clearly, this section right at the back, as it's called, a back warming belt, is heating up. And let's take a look at that button. Excuse me. And let's toggle it. So blue is the middle temperature, so there are 3 temperature settings: low, medium and high, starting from 35 degrees Celsius. The blue one starts at around 38 degrees, so they have about a 3 to 4 degree temperature range at each setting, starting from green, which is the lowest, at 35 degrees, and then moving on to blue, and then red being the highest from 42 degrees. And the blue one is the one that sits in the middle between the green and the red setting. Okay, so once again, that heat is really nice and warm right now. Obviously it needs a bit more time, but it's definitely warming up quite nicely around these sections as far as I can tell. So it's starting to get quite toasty now, and obviously we've interrupted a bit by toggling through the temperature ranges as well by toggling on that button right there. So very simple operation with that simple 1 button toggle operation. Of course, if we wanted to turn it off, I think it's just a simple case of pressing and holding onto the button until the belt shuts off. So let's find out again if the other sections produce any heat at all. They shouldn't, because it is, after all, a back warming belt. So let's put my hands in this section again. Feeling nice and warm there. And of course, if you strap it on, you'll feel that heat come through a little bit better with it all packed up nicely like this. So that's the Dreamstone Back Warming Belt. Thanks for watching and happy warming!